I've never had something like that with mustard. Okay, hi everybody, it's the Papa from the Papa's Kitchen, and today is actually part two. I've never done a two-parter, Sue, but today's a two-parter, and this is the second part. First part, last time we were on with a video, we showed you how to prepare, season, and bake your chicken wings. We made a mess of chicken wings. And now, by the way, it's sort of at the same time, but I couldn't fit it all into one video. They're cooking and they're going great, but now I want to prepare a couple of different versions of a barbecue sauce. Now, honestly, you could get a barbecue sauce, and this is one brand, but you can do all sorts of things. But I sort of like to make my own up because I like different flavor. And the neat part about it is with chicken wings, you can unsauced, you can put them in the fridge, bring them out, reheat them in the oven, get them nice and hot, crispy again, and then take them and take like a bowl, and I'm just going to use this kind of bowl or something, and put your sauce, which I'm going to make the sauces and put them in jars, 2 different jars, so that depending on which one you want, I label it, depending on which one you want, you just throw it in there, and all of a sudden you've got yourself a great set of wings for dinner, for lunch, for snacks, for people coming over, whatever the case may be. So let me get this going, and I'm going to show you how we put this all together. So what I want to do is I'm going to start by putting my hot plate here on low, and I'm going to take 1 cup for this. Oh, by the way, I need to tell you what it is. It is a Peach Bourbon barbecue sauce. Trust me on this, anytime you add the flavor of bourbon, which is alcohol cooked out, that caramelized flavor is just oh boy, I'm gonna have a hard time getting a cup out of here. Is just a component of food that just adds a beautiful flavor and texture to just about anything that you would do. Thanks. I think Susan's going back there to see if I've got any more ketchup. I think I'm going to be okay here, Sue. I'm going to be close.
Yeah, because you don't have any more.
Oh boy, I thought about buying some ketchup today.
We don't use ketchup.
I know I don't hardly use it. Oh my goodness, let me do a little bit of water. This is what my mother used to do. I keep reminding myself of what Mother did when it comes to wings.
That's right. Your mother loved wings.
Boy, she surely did. So let's put that in there. Get all that ketchup out of there. We're close. We are close. We're going to have to live with that. Okay, so in there goes 1 cup of red ketchup. Okay, and then I'm going to also add a 1/2 cup of peach preserves. And I stopped by the store today and picked up a nice jar of peach preserves. And this is going to be the kick right here. It's going to be good stuff. So I need about a 1/2 cup of that. Alexa, off. And that's to let me know that it's been about 20 minutes. And so what I'm going to do is stop this videotaping here and cooking just for a second so I can go over to my wings and turn them over, because you want to turn them over at the 20-minute mark. And so let me do that. I'll be right back. Okay, and oh, look at here. Susan, I found the lost errant tablespoon.
Well, that's your fault.
That was me.
That was you.
I need a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and usually I prefer dark. It's got a little bit more molasses in it, but I don't have any with me in my pantry, so no big deal. I need a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar.
We don't have molasses?
I have molasses, but my point was on dark sugar, it's got a little bit more molasses content. And then I need 2 tablespoons of hot honey. Now, I've got some hot honey, but I'm not doing the hot honey. I'm just going to do the regular honey.
Hot meaning spicy.
Hot meaning spicy, yeah. And there's 2 tablespoons of honey. And then I need 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire, who's your sister sauce. And then I'm needing 1 tablespoon of, I need a 1/4 cup of bourbon. And this is this. And then here's the surprising component. It calls for 1 tablespoon of grenadine, which is what people mix cocktails with and what have you. And I've never even tasted this stuff alone. Oh, 1 tablespoon. Let me put this back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be too much. We'd overdo ourselves. There we go, of that. And then it called for 1 tablespoon of a barbecue rub, and this is what I'm going to use for that. And again, 1 tablespoon. This is just a regular original barbecue sauce, sort of a special company that does a really good flavored sauce. And all that is done right there. All I need to do now is to stir this on low for about, in fact, I'm going to bring it up a little bit, for about 5-10 minutes. I want that alcohol to cook off. I want everything to get nice and blended here. And once it is whisked to smooth, then, in fact, I'm going to whisk it, then it's going to be ready. And once my wings are done, this will be done. Everything's going to sort of come together all at once. So there we go. That does better. I can just smell that. So good. And honestly, what I want to get here, just as this thing begins to bubble, that's what I want right here. So we'll keep an eye on that and maybe bring that up just a little bit more. And then once it bubbles, we're at the level we need. I've got to buy some more ketchup. I didn't realize I was out. Okay, as you can see, I am, right now, it's starting to bubble. And that's exactly what I want. And so let me just stir it around, make sure everything is well incorporated here. And it seems to be. And now I'm going to pour this into a bowl, and I'm going to let this cool down considerably because it is warm. But before I do that, I just want to taste and see if this works for me. Oh my goodness, that is really good. That is really good, yeah. All right. So this will get poured in here.
Wait.
What?
If you want to pour it into something else, it'd be better to pour it into a measuring cup. That way you can pour it into a jar.
You know what? You're very right. You are brilliant.
I'm brilliant.
You are brilliant. So there we go. Let me, oh, I did it back
That's
here.
easier to pour from.
Oh, it really is. A little bit of that peach was down in there. That hadn't quite melted, so that's yelling at me. So there it is, and I've got about, my goodness, over 2 cups, 2 1/4 cups it looks like. So that's really nice. So now I'm going to rinse this out because I'm going to make my second sauce. I'm going to do a Carolina. I saw this and I thought, oh, does that ever sound good? It's a Carolina mustard barbecue sauce for chicken wings specifically. And so we've got enough mustard, so I'm going to use that. For that, I do need, I'm going to need 1.5 tablespoons of ketchup. I'm in real trouble.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to go next door and borrow some ketchup from my neighbor because I promised them some wings so they can just pony up a little bit of ketchup. So we'll see what they do for me here. So I'll be right back. Let me go get some ketchup. So she was kind enough to help us there. I had already promised my buddy over there some wings. That's what you get with living close to me. They always get some of the leftover because you can't eat it all in this house. We've got a fridge full of, typically at any moment in time, we've got a fridge full of leftovers or whatever, and we do consume them. We don't throw them out, but unless they go bad, but anyhow, that's what happens there. All right, so I don't need this. Now, the base here is going to be lots of mustard, and in fact, I bought 2 of these today, and I'm going to use one of these quite a bit here because we're going to put in to our saucepan here 1 cup of yellow mustard. And it starts with 1 cup of good old yellow mustard. And I'll tell you what, I don't know. I saw a thing the other day. They were interviewing people at Nathan's hot dog place up in New York on the 4th of July because they always have their big who can eat the most hot dogs in one setting. And they were interviewing people in the street, what do you put on your hot dog? And somebody asked me that the other day. I think it was my brother Michael. Yeah, we were with my dad. He says, what, Jared, do you use on your hot dog? I said, only mustard. I will do chili sauce if it's available, which I love, good chili sauce. And here, I need a spoon or something. Hold on a sec. Oh, thank you, babe. And I love onions. Onions and mustard, and you've got a good hot dog. And then they were interviewing people. They said, oh, only ketchup. I do not like ketchup on my hot dog when I eat it. I don't like ketchup even on my hamburger. But I love ketchup on my French fries. So tell me what's wrong with me. All right, now with this is going to be a 1/2 cup of honey. So we're going to get our honey.
You really want to know? I'm sure
somebody's going to tell me what's wrong with me. Yeah, that's true. I can almost guarantee that. 1/2 cup of honey. This is going to be so good. And then on top of that, I'm going to do 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. There's a 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. Let's get this open. There we go. I'm going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder and also a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. Onion. And there's some garlic powder. This thing is coming apart. Are you kidding me?
Oh, I just had a twisty.
Oh, we got to do something. I've got something better for that. Did I put garlic in? No, not yet. Okay. No. I'm thinking, what's going on here? I've had bad luck with measuring spoons. I can't keep them around. I don't know what my problem is. Okay, and then I've got 2 tablespoons. No, I meant 2 teaspoons. This is the teaspoon one right here. Okay, I've got to do 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. One. I'm being very deliberate here, just doing what the recipe calls for instead of riffing. And then I've got 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar. And then I've got 1.5 tablespoons, thank you next door, of ketchup. Thanks to the neighbors. So there's 1. And here's another about 1/2. Right like that. There we go. And I've got 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Oh, here's my 2 tablespoon thing. My goodness sake. Brown sugar. I'm having a hard time with these crazy things today. There it is. 2 tablespoons brown sugar. Great. That's done. Now we're going to turn this on and we're going to start cooking. I'll show the results of this in just a second. Let me clean this thing up here a second. Okay, so I've got it boiling and I wanted to bring it down here a little bit. I still want it to simmer just a little bit longer and cook through. You want to go about 10, maybe 15 minutes at a medium to low heat here. And it's coming along just great. It's going to be very good as well. In fact, let me see if I cannot burn my tongue off here. Oh man, is that ever good? Ooh, I think I like that very well. I've never had something like that with mustard, and I love mustard enough that that makes a lot of sense, that does. Okay, now we sort of got everything done, and this is part two, the ending of part two. I got to keep it straight in my mind. My sauces are done. This is the Carolina Mustard sauce, barbecue sauce, and this is the Peach Bourbon barbecue sauce, and boy, they look both good. Let me show you how I do it. And just, I've got some wings here. In fact, I'm going to take some of these over to the neighbor, but I'll show you what I do. I'm going to put a little bit here in here of this barbecue sauce, and I'm just going to take a couple of wings, and I'm going to put them in here like this, and we're just going to do like that and get them coated, just like that. And see how they come out just nicely coated. You don't want to overdo them. Sometimes I can go places and they bring out wings and they're like soaked in stuff, and you go, ugh, you know, it's a little bit too much. Yeah. I just want it flavorful here. In fact, I'm gonna do one more. Let me do a drummy here of that and another drummy. There we go.
So those are from the oven on that side.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. So, and again, you don't need a lot. I'm going to put most of this in a jar and put it in the fridge. You can heat it up. And honestly, you can just do this too, you know, just sort of get it around. If I was doing a lot of wings, I'd put it in a big bowl and off we go. But I'm not doing that. I don't need to do that. So I'm just giving them a chance to taste a little bit of this particular sauce. And now I'm going to actually do the same thing with this sauce.
The mustard.
And this is the Carolina mustard sauce. That is so good.
Here.
Oh, sorry. Well, I'm not doing real well.
There. That mustard is really good.
Mm-hmm. It really is.
And the air fried.
How were they? Were they good?
Great.
Did you try one?
No,
by itself?
but they look wonderful. They're charred a little and everything.
You know what? Are there any over there? I wanna see one by itself.
Right on the left, or in the front.
Oh yeah, right here. Okay.
You can tell they're darker.
Yeah. I want to just see. It had that Creole seasoning on there. I taste that. And that's got a little bite to it.
Yeah. Okay, stop.
So this does have a little bite to it.
And this is the air fryer.
It's the air fryer, and this one had the Creole seasoning.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
They taste
Oh,
as good as the
my
other ones. They're good,
seasoning.
aren't they?
It's delicious.
A lot of people say they like the air fried ones better than oven done.
And you know, with that baking powder on there, it just crisps them
Right.
up. I could make a meal of that.
Yep. Without a sauce.
And as much as I love that bourbon peach, it's sweet.
Yeah.
And some people like sweet. This is tangy.
I like them without sauce even. Yeah, it's really good.
Oh my goodness. Now I'm telling you, that's a good wing. And try them without sauce.
And then try them with your favorite sauce.
Yep. Yep, absolutely. But don't be afraid to try making new sauces. It's really fun. I mean, you can do a sweet chili sauce on them. You can do all sorts of different things. Just buy a bottle of wing sauce. I'm going to take these over to the neighbors along with their ketchup bottle back. and make their day happy here. All right, so we've got all of our wings done. This is that mustard, Carolina mustard sauce. I'm telling you, Susan, this was outstanding. This was just delicious. I'm going to take this over to the neighbors and feed them a little bit of this. Try that. But, oh my goodness sakes, I'm coming back over and I'm going to get into my wings with both of them. But this was the one right here. This was it right here.
The mustard?
Right here, Carolina mustard. Who would have ever thought?
Okay.
All right. Summer fare, excellent, easy to do, honestly. The prep on wings is nothing. And if you get some that are frozen, make sure you pull them out, let them thaw, make sure they're real dry, season, coat them with all what you're going to do, throw them in your oven, 425, bake them quick and fast, get them crispy, and they're delicious. I'll see you next time. We'll have some more summer recipes for you. Hey, so hi, here's a quick follow-up from everything that we just did. I took those wings over to my neighbor, and she thanked me, wrote me, said they loved them, but they really enjoyed the mustard one the best. I think I did too, and Sue, do you think you agree?
I love the mustard.
Yeah.
The other is good, very tasty, but a little on the sweet side.
Yeah, too sweet, I think. I mean, nice, don't get me wrong, but
Sweet.
I like, if you like sweet, that's the one. But boy, I'll tell you, that tang of that mustard was outstanding. So just a follow-up action report here. So, hey, have a good day. We'll see you later.